Good morning. As the sun rises on this Thursday, November 6, 2025, you might be surprised by just how gentle and inviting the day feels. The air is crisp but not cold, and the golden light filtering through the trees makes it seem like autumn is lingering a little longer than usual. Across the eastern and south-central United States, it feels more like late September than early November. Parks are filled with people savoring the mild weather, and the usual November chill is nowhere to be found. Instead, the air is soft, the breeze is gentle, and the sun feels warm on your face. Many are enjoying temperatures in the 60s, even flirting with 70 degrees in some spots. A light jacket is all you need, if that. It's the kind of day that invites you to linger outside, to soak up the last vibrant colors of fall, and to pretend, just for a moment, that winter is still far away. This stretch of mild weather is no accident. It's all thanks to a calm, zonal jet stream, essentially a river of air high above us that's flowing straight from west to east. This pattern is keeping the frigid Arctic air bottled up in Canada, while allowing milder Pacific air to sweep across the country, bathing much of the US in unseasonable warmth. But don't be fooled by this tranquil scene. This is a classic weather illusion, a brief, almost deceptive calm before a dramatic shift. The atmosphere is quietly preparing for a big change, even if it's not obvious just yet. If you look closely, you'll notice the first subtle hints: clouds beginning to gather on the horizon, a shift in the wind, and a sense that the weather is about to turn. The atmosphere is already setting the stage for a major change by early next week, and meteorologists are watching closely as new weather systems start to take shape. This is the before picture, the calm before a significant shakeup. It's a moment of stillness, a pause in the seasonal transition where everything seems peaceful and unchanging. But just beyond this calm, a new pattern is waiting to sweep in. Soon, this warmth will be just a memory. The weather pattern is about to flip, and when it does, there will be no mistaking it. Winter is poised to make an early and rather rude arrival. Temperatures will tumble, winds will strengthen, and the landscape will quickly shift from golden autumn to the first hints of winter's chill. So, enjoy this gentle November day while it lasts. Savor the warmth, the color, and the calm, because a big change is just over the horizon. And soon, the season will remind us all that winter waits for no one. Let's look ahead. Right now, the world outside feels serene, almost deceptively peaceful. The air is crisp, but not yet biting, and the landscape is holding on to the last hints of autumn's warmth. It's a moment of quiet, a pause before nature's next dramatic act. This transition from mild to wintry won't be instant, but it will be swift. Over the next few days, you'll notice subtle changes, clouds thickening, the sun setting a little earlier, and a growing sense that something is shifting in the atmosphere. The gentle breezes that have defined these last days of autumn will start to carry a sharper edge, hinting at the cold that's on its way. People may not realize it yet, but the signs are all around us if we look closely. The first signs of change arrive late Thursday into Friday, as the weather puzzle pieces start moving. You might notice the sky taking on a more dramatic tone, with clouds gathering and the wind picking up speed. This isn't just a cold front, it's a full rearrangement of the atmosphere over North America. Satellite images reveal swirling systems converging, setting the stage for a major shift in our weather pattern. The jet stream's comfortable flow is about to be disrupted, opening the floodgates for Arctic air. This powerful river of wind high above us will dip and twist, steering frigid air straight into our region. As the jet stream buckles, it will allow a surge of cold, dense air to spill southward, replacing the mild conditions we've grown used to. This isn't just a brief chill, it's a transformation that will linger. By Monday, November 10th, you'll wake up to a world that feels drastically different. Lawns and rooftops will be dusted with frost or even snow, and the air will have a sharpness that bites at your cheeks. Mild breezes will be replaced by biting winds, and a raw chill demanding your warmest coat. The simple act of stepping outside will remind you that winter has truly arrived, well ahead of schedule. This is a full-scale invasion of cold, sending temperatures far below average, more like January than November. Streets will glisten with ice, and the landscape will transform into a scene straight out of midwinter. Now is the time to get ready. Check your weather forecasts, dig out your scarves and gloves, and make sure your home and car are prepared for the deep freeze ahead. Use the mild days now to prepare. Finish up those last-minute outdoor chores, stock up on essentials, and take a moment to appreciate the calm before the storm. The storm systems driving this change are already on the move, ready to rewrite our weather story. The transformation is coming, so take a deep breath, brace yourself, and get ready for winter's early arrival. Here's what the change means for you. If you've been enjoying mild afternoons and light jackets, it's time to brace yourself. The weather is about to flip the script in a big way, and you'll want to be ready for what's coming next. Temperatures are about to take a nosedive, dropping much faster than most of us are used to seeing this time of year. The cold front sweeping across the country is powerful and relentless, bringing a dramatic shift that will be felt from the Midwest to the Gulf Coast. By Monday, expect readings 10 to 15 degrees below average across much of the eastern and south-central U.S. That means cities that usually enjoy comfortable fall weather will suddenly find themselves in the grip of an early winter chill. Even places that rarely see such cold this early in the season will be affected. The 60s will vanish, replaced by highs struggling to reach 50, even along the Gulf Coast. For many, it will feel like the calendar has skipped ahead by a month or more, with temperatures more typical of late December than early November. Cities like New Orleans and Dallas may not see 50 degrees. Further north, highs may not escape the 30s. In fact, some areas could see their coldest early November temperatures in years, making it a shock to the system for anyone caught unprepared. For many, these will be colder than typical winter days. The wind will make it feel even more biting. So, hats, scarves, and gloves will be essential, even for a quick trip outside. It's a reminder that winter weather can arrive suddenly and with little warning. It's as if we're skipping the rest of autumn and plunging straight into winter. The last of the fall leaves may be swept away by gusty winds, and in some places, you might even see the first snowflakes of the season swirling through the air. This isn't a gradual slide, it's a cliff. One day you're enjoying a crisp fall afternoon, and the next you're reaching for your heaviest coat. The speed and intensity of this temperature drop will catch many off guard. The cold air isn't just a one-day event, it's here to stay, signaling an early start to winter. The chill will linger, keeping temperatures well below normal for several days, and making it feel like winter has arrived weeks ahead of schedule. The thermal landscape is about to be redrawn. Areas that were recently basking in warmth will be plunged into a deep freeze, and the effects will ripple across the region, impacting everything from daily routines to energy use. Prepare for a raw, windy, and genuinely cold start to the week. Whether you're heading to work, school, or just out for errands, bundle up and stay alert. This is a temperature tumble you won't soon forget. What's driving this dramatic cooldown? Two powerful Pacific storms. The first storm arrives Thursday night into Friday, disrupting the jet stream and unlocking the door for cold air. It carves a trough in the upper atmosphere, creating a pathway for Arctic air to move south. The second storm, originating near Alaska, is the real powerhouse. As it barrels toward the Pacific Northwest, it deepens the trough, pulling a massive reservoir of frigid air into the U.S. The strength and track of this storm will determine just how deep and far south the cold goes. Meteorologists are watching closely. The first storm weakens our defenses, the second unleashes the full force of Arctic air. This classic setup is the engine behind our major pattern change. To understand this shift, look 30,000 feet up, where the jet stream lives. Recently, it's been a straight west-to-east flow, keeping Arctic air at bay. The two Pacific storms will buckle the jet stream, forming a huge ridge in the west and a deep trough in the east. This trough acts as a giant slide, channeling cold Arctic air straight into the heart of the country. The jet stream becomes a superhighway for cold, not a wall. By Monday, a swirling vortex of cold air will be parked over the Ohio Valley. This upper-level low will continuously draw frigid air southward. The result, a direct, sustained hit of winter, all thanks to the jet stream's dramatic dip. With the jet stream trough in place, the Arctic Express is on its way. This is true polar air, dense and frigid, racing south from the high Arctic. As the storm digs into the northwest, it dislodges this cold air, sending it surging across the border. By early next week, the mild air will be swept away, replaced by a dramatic temperature drop. The arrival won't be quiet. Expect brisk, gusty winds. Wind chills will make it feel even colder, with 30s and 40s feeling like the 20s or teens. We're moving from mild, maritime air to a dense continental polar mass. It's a complete atmospheric cleansing, delivering the first real taste of winter. The Arctic Express is right on schedule. Its arrival will be impossible to ignore. With Arctic air arriving, the big question: will it snow? For some, yes. The Great Lakes and higher Appalachians are primed for the first snowflakes of the season. Lake-effect snow showers will develop Sunday into Monday, while the main storm brings a band of snow from Minnesota to Michigan and southwestern Ontario. Most areas will see a coating to an inch, with 1 to 3 inches possible north of Detroit and into Ontario. The storm isn't a blockbuster, but it's a significant early-season event. Elsewhere, flurries are possible, but significant accumulation is unlikely outside favored regions. Any snowflakes in early November are a clear sign: winter has arrived. It's fascinating how these atmospheric ingredients combine for a major weather event. The sun's lack of energy in the polar regions creates a reservoir of cold air held back by the jet stream. The two Pacific storms act like demolition crews, breaking the dam and letting cold air surge south. The deep trough guides this flood, while the sharp boundary between air masses generates strong, gusty winds. The wind is the sound and feel of the atmosphere being forcefully rearranged. When you feel that biting wind next week, remember, you're experiencing the effects of storms thousands of miles away and a global atmospheric dance. It's a powerful reminder of how interconnected our weather truly is. The forecast is set. A major weather shift is certain. The mild days of early November are ending. Winter is about to arrive with force. This is your heads up. Prepare now for the sudden cold. Use this weekend to finish autumn chores and ready your home and car for freezing temperatures. Dig out your winter coats, boots, hats, and gloves. You'll need them by Monday. Check your heating system and car antifreeze before the cold hits. Don't be complacent. Winter is knocking early. Enjoy the last hours of warmth. But know a different world awaits. The Arctic air is moving, the jet stream is buckling, and the first snow is on the way for some. Winter is coming. Get ready, stay warm, and we'll get through this first blast together.